That's a red. Got him. It's too late, he's already on there. Oh my god. Hi. What you doing? Hi there. Alright, so I am headed to Cedar Key. I'm gonna rent the boat for a few hours, hopefully get on some trout and some redfish. We're gonna be hitting it right at high tide, which is perfect. And I'm here with my buddy Dennis. What's up?
Howdy, don't kill us. Oh gee, look at that one.
Yeah.
That's a hyena.
We're here in Cedar Key, and apparently the wind is too bad and it's blowing the wrong way. So the boat rental was going to be a real hassle, and it limited where we could actually fish. But this dude at the marina, he showed us this spot where it looks like there's some like tailing reds feeding, and he said it was for black drum, which I was kind of asking him about. But it looks like there's some tailing reds back in this little area he showed us. So we're gonna try to get on some big redfish, then later some big black drum, and hopefully we're gonna be catching them very soon. All right, so we decided to fish from shore because we saw some redfish in here earlier. And we're gonna try this out for a bit, and then if nothing's happening in this direct area, we're gonna get some kayaks and just go through the islands and stuff like that. And right now it's not looking too good because my only bites have been catfish. For Chloe, oh, there's one. All right, this guy told me there's giant black drum in here, and we can see one tailing right by my bobber. Let's see if I get that on. Where's he going? Whoa, that's not a... What the hell is that? That's not a catfish. Oh, big trout, big trout. All right, I need you to take a picture of this guy if I can land him. Wow, monster. Monster trout. Come on, he's barely hooked. Now he stopped. Come on. Oh, son. All right, okay. Dude, that could be a red. When you get him close to reach, try to pull him over it towards me. Damn it, Dennis. You embarrassed me. Trout? Oh. Yeah, I'm like horsing him in. Pretty. Yeah. Relax. Boy, you better put a shrimp on there and capitalize on this trout action. All right. Reel in your line. No, you're good. Hey!
Oh, nice.
Sorry, redfish. Didn't mean to scoot you across everything. Yeah. Oh, man. Giant. Oh, look. You see it? Right there. It's a different color, isn't it?
Yeah.
I wonder if I have any shrimp left. I wonder if that's a big red. The tide started going out again, and that big black drum showed up again in this spot, but we're out of shrimp. I've got like one dead one on there, and I don't think that's gonna entice him. This is like a 40-pound fish, so I think he's looking for big blue crabs. Tailing drum. Dude, that's a jumbo red. Look at that. Tailing red, tailing black drum, right next to my shrimp, and I cannot get him to bite. Look at that. That is beautiful. Oh, it's like they're mating or something. What the fuck are they doing? Oh, there he is. He's right here. He's right here. Oh, he's right on it. He's right on it. Oh, there's... Uh-oh, uh-oh. I don't know, maybe. I don't know what the hell happened there. Alright, so that was pretty crazy. We were targeting these giant drum, and there was a giant redfish mixed in, a big bull with a big black drum. And I had shrimp sitting there, mostly dead shrimp. They wouldn't touch it. A couple live shrimp. They were right next to it, literally within a foot from it, rooting around, tail up. Nothing for a long time. Finally, I found one more live shrimp, really small. Put it on there, and it took forever, and then eventually it just started screaming out drag, and I barely had time to set. I wasn't trying to set the hook. I was just trying to put some tension on, and it went off as you see in the video, and then it got off. That was it. I have no idea what I did wrong or what I could have done differently to land that fish, but it was a massive. I don't think it was as big as my 38 and 37 inch one, but it was up there. I'll never know. But then this guy came, and he he had a mullet jumped in his boat, and we ran out of shrimp, so he gave us the mullet that jumped in his kayak, and I used a piece of that because he had been catching them on the cut bait, and I put a chunk on there, and literally there he is. There he is. Please don't be a shark. Big red, big red. Nice. That mullet.
That's not the big one we were looking at, but that's awesome.
That's awesome, man. Good luck.
Thank you. Yeah, he's not the one we saw by far, but what a gorgeous fish. Got it. You gotta work the lactic acid out of the muscle. Alright, I don't know if you can see this. This has been a harrowing experience. This is a straight line for, I don't know, 50, 60 miles, and it's rained a lot, and if you can see these little white things on the road, they're actually big old, I guess, bullfrogs or pickerels or something, but they're giant frogs, and they're jumping. Look, see right there? Can you see that one? Oh my God, they're everywhere. It's like I'm playing Frogger, but I'm not the frog. I'm just trying to avoid smashing the like hundreds and hundreds of big, giant frogs. One of them jumped so high it nearly jumped over the hood of this truck. They're everywhere, and I can't stand hearing me smash into them or them hitting. There's lots of deer. I don't know if you saw that, but there are tons of deer. And 2 years ago, me and Chloe were driving this strip, and it was late at night, and we were exhausted, and you know, I'm going 60 miles an hour, the speed limit, down this long straight line just like this, and I know there's tons of deer. I must have passed 50 already tonight. So I knew that 2 years ago with Chloe. So I got my eyes peeled, and I see an animal on the side of the road, and I'm like thinking it's a deer. So I slow down, and as we get closer, we realize it's not a deer. It's something else. And it kind of had dog-like features, so I'm thinking it's a dog. But as we got closer, I realized it's a little too big to be a dog. And then as we got closer, I'm like, what is that? It's not a coyote. It's too big to be a coyote. Foxes in Florida are very small. There's no wolves. And then when we got within a few feet of this thing, right on the side of the road, I realized what it was or what it resembled. Yeah.
That's a hyena. It's not big, is it?
The colors look like a hyena, doesn't it? It resembled, and that is an African hyena, a spotted hyena from Africa.
Oh, gee, look at that one.
Yeah.
That's a hyena. That's not big, is it?
They're not indigenous to Florida, and it was, it was an insane shock. And we both looked at each other like, was that a hyena? I flipped around. I tried to, go after it as fast as I could to get another look, and we saw it sort of do their hyena gallop into the woods, and then it disappeared. And I swear it was a hyena. It was the most insane thing we've ever seen, and nobody believes us.
Oh, gee, look at that one.
Yeah.
That's a hyena. That's not big, is it?
The colors look like a hyena, doesn't it? No, it's a pig. Today was one of the most amazing fishing moments of my life. If I write another book about my fishing stories, it's gonna be in there, because this was one of those that you just remember forever. It's one that I dreamt about, like one of those fantasy dream scenarios. It's just one of my things. I don't have a lot of ambition to travel all over the world and fish. There's a few places I want to go, but there are just certain situations that I have always wanted to be in. And one of those situations is being in the backwaters of Cedar Key, or places like Cedar Key, and being in those backwaters near the oyster beds and the grass and all that stuff, and seeing tailing reds. Your bait is right there, and then suddenly the bobber goes under. My heart seriously stopped. It's one of those dream situations, and it's actually happening in real life, and it takes off, and I'm like, that's it, there it is. And it started screaming as soon as it picked it up, and I don't know what I did wrong. I got a little circle hook on there. I didn't do anything different than I do when I hook millions of other fish, and for whatever reason he took off. I started to fight him, and within 2 seconds, I don't remember, I got to review the video, boom, he's off. Doesn't break the line, just throws the hook. Talk about heartbreak. I got 4 more days to fish. Hopefully it's not raining too bad tomorrow, and I'm gonna go to the exact same spot that I was at today, and I'm gonna target those giant drum and redfish. It's supposed to rain in the morning, so that may hamper my plans a little bit, but I think I'm gonna go back there and hopefully fish the evening bite, because the chance of like a 40-pound drum or, you know, a giant bull red, or even a couple more like nice sized reds like I caught today, I mean, it's worth it. So I'm gonna do that again, and then it's on a Sanibel tomorrow whenever I'm done fishing, I guess. So can't believe this day. Little heartbreak, a lot of heartbreak actually, little redemption, but a great day. I caught that nice trout, a couple of smaller trout. Unfortunately, a lot of catfish, and unfortunately too, my man PJ did not catch any game fish back there. Man, he just slayed the catfish. But anyway, it was a fantastic time hanging out with him. It was really cool to see him and to get to fish with him. And that's it, man. I'm gonna go to bed and get up early and try this again, because if I can just hook one of those giant fish tomorrow, it makes my entire trip, no matter what happens in Sanibel, if I can catch one of them giants, the trip is made already, and I would be so happy. All right, that is it for today. I will see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Hard to say what it is, man. Pulling pretty good. That's a red.